Alrighty, welcome back everybody. Today we're going to go on talk about step-by-step guide eviction removal from your credit report. And all this is just information educational purpose only. This is for educational purpose only. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just for educational purpose only. So let's get into it. Step 1. Understand how evictions appear on credit reports. Evictions do not show directly. Instead, rent related collections or court judgments may appear. So, in other words, it's going to be in the public records on your credit report. Your evictions is going to be on the on the public records on your credit report. That's out of up here. Step 2. You want to get your and your tenant screening reports. You want to get your credit reports from annualcreditreport.com and your 10 screening reports. You can also get it from LexisNexis and CoreLogic and SafeRent. But here are some other 10 screening places you can go get them also. Equifax uses resident screening services. TransUnion uses SmartMove. Experian. Let's see which one Experian uses. Experian tenant screening. Experian tenant screening. That's the company they use. So that's their tenant screening services. Experian. This is what they use. So you want to get these companies to send you their tenant screening to see what's on there, along with your credit report from um, annualcreditreport.com. You want to get that. So you want to get your credit report and you want to get your tenant screen reports from those agencies right there to see what's on them, along with the court documents. Now you have your court documents, your tenant screening reports, and your credit reports. So you have all three of those documents right there. So now you want to look for rent collections or judgments on credit reports and eviction entries on tenant reports. Identify what needs to be removed. All right. Step 4, dispute any errors. Dispute incorrect entries with credit bureaus. Provide proof like lease agreements, receipts, or court records. Okay. Also, these are some of the errors you can look for on your credit reports. I got it broken down into sections. On your credit reports, these are some of the errors to look for. On your court records, these are some of the errors to look for. Okay. So these are some common errors to look for. And you can also look for all this stuff right here on your tent screening reports also. You want to look for records. Everything has to be accurate. If you see anything inaccurate, you can dispute. Okay. Now, we talked about the letter that you can send for them to verify everything. Even though hypothetically you got your you got your credit report, you have your tenant screen report, and you got your core docs. Everything on there looks good. Everything matches up. No errors. You still can send this letter off for them to verify it to the credit bureaus. Have them to verify it. If they're reporting it, if Experian is reporting it, send Experian this letter. Equifax, send Equifax this letter. If TransUnion reporting it, ask them to just verify it. Can you investigate to make sure that my public records account is reflecting accurate information? So, like I said, they're going to come back and give you 3 choices. They're going to give you item correct, item deleted, item verified, not corrected. Those are the three letters they're going to send you back. So if they send you back saying item is corrected and you know everything is accurate, there's still some hope for you. Some hope for you. We're going to get into that here in a minute. Okay. All right. Step 5. So everything is accurate. You can pay or settle rent debt. You can contact your landlord or collection agency, offer payment, and request pay for delete. Get it in writing. Okay? So you can contact your landlord or collection agency, offer payment, and request pay for delete. Get it in writing. As if it's accurate. If it's inaccurate, remove court judgment, if any. Dispute incorrect judgments. For valid ones, consult court or legal aid to vacate and remove them. Okay, so you may want to get like I say, consult a court or legal aid for that. You're gonna need a lawyer. So I'm dealing with the judicial branch, dealing with this court remove court judgment. If dispute incorrect judgments. So you could take this letter. If you see anything on here that's incorrect, you can put it right here. The reason it's incorrect. The reason why it's incorrect, you can put it right here. Say hypothetically, one of these reasons right here occurred. Wrong amounts owed. Duplicate entries. Same debt. Eviction showing out there was settled, dismissed, or sealed by court. You can put that in that area right there. Or any of these areas right here. Anything on this right here are some of the court eviction errors. Got what to look for on court reports and court records for eviction removal. These are some of the items right here. If you got any items on here that is wrong on your credit report, your tenant screening report, or your court filings, put it in this section right here. This is the reason why I'm disputing it. Okay. Instructions. Having to investigate, make sure that my public records account is reflecting accurate information. If it's not accurate, it must be removed. All right. Step 7. Everything is accurate. You're going to have to wait 7 years for it to come off. Collections and judgment must be removed after 7 years. Dispute them if older. Step 8. Your Hail Mary. A consumer statement. You can send this to the landlord or the credit bureaus. My advice, send it to the landlords because those are the ones that report it to the credit bureaus, the landlords. Those are the ones that got you in that jam in the first place. Um, all this is public records. The courts do not send this to the credit bureaus, so you can also get a statement from the courts stating that they did not send that information to the credit bureaus. All this stuff's public information. These third-party companies, they go and pull this information off their database and sell it. Okay, so you can write a consumer statement to the landlord because they're the ones that actually initiated all this stuff right here. Eviction letter. Now you can rebuild your credit and your rental history. Experian has a boost program. Instantly raise your credit score for free. You can do this for free. I don't think you gotta just get an account with them. You sign in, get an account, and you can sign up for Experian Boost for free. No credit card required. You can get credit for bills like your cell phone, utilities, rent, insurance with Experian Boost. You can start boosting your credit. It give you some points. Not a whole lot, but it'll get you started. Crawling before you walk again. Summary table. You want to dispute your errors. And anything that's accurate or inaccurate, make sure if it's inaccurate, it comes off. If it's accurate, you can write you some letters. You can do your debt settlements. You can remove your judgments. You have to wait 7 years if everything is accurate and you don't want to pursue the steps to, or if the letter did not work, you have to wait 7 years. Add a statement, and you can start rebuilding your credit. Have a good day.